Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Draw Their Life. And the shout out winners for the previous episode are... Thanks guys for subscribing. You guys are awesome. If you want to win a shout out, subscribe to my channel and comment that you've subscribed, and I'll announce the winners in the next episode. And today we're drawing the not so awesome life of Coppa, the second YouTube monster threatening the whole YouTube world after demonetization. As you know, the YouTube Coppa complaint policy has started January 1st, 2020 and is now in full effect. What an amazing new year gift to give us YouTubers, right YouTube? So since Coppa is applied in full force, you guys might be thinking, now what? This is a one-stop Coppa video for you guys. I've sailed through the vast internet, dug through every official, non-official Coppa videos, and bringing you guys this video. So in today's episode, I will completely describe what's Coppa, how it all started, and our animation, drawing, Minecraft, Fortnite, vlogs, videos, in danger or not. I'll also be answering whether I have to close my channel, pack my marker and whiteboard, and leave YouTube forever and never come back. Well, I am going to answer that too. So this video is important in many aspects. As a viewer, you'll get to know what is Coppa and how does it work. As a content creator, you'll get to know if this will affect you or your monetization, and above all, how it's going to affect YouTube's future as a whole. Coppa's like that Iron Man dialogue. Don't do anything I would do, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there. That's where YouTubers should operate. First, YouTube said to make family-friendly content. We were like, okay. Then YouTube is like, no, don't make too family-friendly content. Well, let's go right into the video. Coppa, or the Children Online Privacy Protection Act, is not a newly formed law. It was created by the US government in 1998. So what is this act all about? Coppa protects the privacy of children under 13 years old in online platforms. Under this law, the personal details of children under 13 cannot be collected without the consent of their parents or guardian. So why was such a law implemented in 1998? Who would want to collect information of children online? To talk about this, we need to look backwards a little. The emergence of the internet in the 1990s paved way for a new era of media. A lot of websites got opened which had interesting stuff. As more and more people came into the online world, advertisers found their new platform to sell products. Now, to advertise according to the audience, they'll have to collect the demographic data of the audience in a particular website. All of us, our data is collected. Yours, mine. As you're watching this video, YouTube is collecting your data that you want to know about Coppa. So after watching this video, you might get recommended with other Coppa videos or videos from my channel. So if it's normal, then what's the problem? Well, the problem came when some of the websites were intended for kids and the advertisers were targeting kids. Targeting kids for advertising has an issue. Children can be easily influenced, and they can barely see the difference between the content they watch and the advertisements that come in between. For example, a kid will see no difference between Morgs and Mr. Beast.
Oh no, I've been spotted. It's okay guys, I've got my secret weapon.
Here, zombie. Hey, zombie.
We just did our first destination, now we're on to the next one.
A kid can even think Morgs is more entertaining. But as an adult, you know the truth that Morgs fake most of his videos. Impressions can be made easily in a kid's mind to make them buy a particular product. This is almost like manipulating them, which is not cool. So the US government had to put across a law to curb such situations, and this is Coppa. So these all happened way before the formation of YouTube in 2005. So was YouTube always been under Coppa? Yes. Coppa was always applicable to any online platforms. That's why the minimum age to make a YouTube account is 13 years. Then why the sudden fuss about it? Well, when YouTube was formed, they strictly avoided children to be part of the platform. If you have to make an account in YouTube, you have to be above 13. That filters out all the kids from having an account, which can be used to clearly state there are no kids in the YouTube platform. Because if there's kids roaming in here, then YouTube would be violating Coppa by giving personal advertisements to the videos they watch. Now, you can ask, what about the kids who watch through their parents' accounts? What about the kids who lie about their age and make accounts? Well, these are scenarios which could be happening, but those are not YouTube's fault. And even YouTube cannot identify such audience. Basically, there can be no legal evidence to show that YouTube knows the details of their kid audience. Now, you can raise the question, if YouTube was Coppa compliant from the start, how did YouTube get a fine of $170 million from the FTC? Well, YouTube exposed themselves. Not so smart, YouTube. I mean, Jake Paul is better at not exposing himself. So from the last 2 to 3 years, YouTube was tweeting, bragging, and flexing everywhere that YouTube has the highest number of child visitors from the age of 7 to 12 in order to attract more advertisers. What kind of advertisers, you ask? Advertisers who will target kids. Then Coppa was like, hey, FBI, open up. YouTube literally exposed themselves. I mean, think about it. We're in this mess because YouTube was bragging everywhere. I can't believe this. Legally, Coppa has no case against YouTube or any YouTuber because it's literally in YouTube's terms and conditions that we're all 13 years old or above. I mean, I only see data of audience from 13 years or above, and the majority of my audience are 18 to 24. Now, just hold on a second and think about it. If we can't sign in, if we're not 13 plus, then how in the world would YouTube know that 7 to 12-year-old kids are in YouTube? They even mentioned that YouTube has the highest number of kid visitors. I mean, how the hell YouTube knows that information? Here's YouTube tracking their age. That's another topic on its own. So they were fined and had to make an agreement to the FTC to make sure that this wouldn't happen again in the future. This led YouTube to make some changes in their policies with kid audiences. Now, this is relevant for all creators in YouTube. As per YouTube's new policy, which is in effect from January 1st, 2020, any video uploaded by any creator has to be labeled as a kid video or not a kid video.
In order to help you comply with the law, we're now required to ask you to mark all of your videos as made for kids or not. You know your videos and audience best, so we've launched a new audience setting that lets you tell us if your videos are made for kids or not.
If it's a kid video, then there cannot be ads. Comment, like, dislike, nothing. You get nothing. By the way, these ideas were from YouTube, not Coppa. They don't want to take any risk now after exposing themselves. If it's not a kid video, you better be right about it. Because if you're labeling your videos wrong, then there can be a penalty. And it can go up to a maximum of $42,000 per video. But don't get scared, that's a maximum amount. If Mr. Beast violates the policy, depending on his earnings and channel size, Coppa can charge $42,000. But for a small YouTuber like me, they might charge $1,000.
What this really means is that a smaller creator, for example, who only earns like $2,000 a month, can't be hit with $10,000, $42,000 fines because they can't pay it and they don't want to take creators and companies out of business. That's just not their goal. So
basically, the amount's not fixed. It'll vary depending on the channel size. Now, let's answer the big question. Will I be affected by Coppa? Do I have to shut down my channel? The answer is no. Are you guys going to be affected? Let me explain. The most danger zone channels are animation channels, drawing channels, Minecraft channels. Are any of this channel are going to be affected? The answer is no. Here's why. Dan TDM called Coppa officials and they told him that just because some kids watch your videos does not mean that it's made for kids. Minecraft videos are watched by everyone. Animation videos are some of the favorite videos of adults. Draw My Life videos provide data statistics. That's why the majority of my audience is 18 to 24, even though I'm drawing. So just because you're making videos that might be appealing for kids doesn't make it a kid video.
in exactly the same phone call, probably about 20 minutes later, the FTC also said to me that if you are creating content that is directed to 13-year-olds, so teens and up, and have some kids watching, then that is not a Coppa violation.
So what is a kid video? Well, if you're making Humpty Dumpty rhyme, that's a kid video. Ryan's toy review is a kid's channel. Elsa's Spider-Man videos are kid videos. If you're making these types of content, then your video is a kid video. Except this everything is not a kid video. Let's talk law. Even though Jake Paul and Logan Paul have a majority of kid views, they cannot be penalized because they're not making them for kids. If kids watch them, that's not their fault. Even there's no proof for a case because in our analytics, it clearly says 13 plus. So Coppa also can't take any action because they need the proof of their content should be borderline kids content. So as Coppa is applied, now what? I mean, by now we should be seeing some fines or takedowns. But channels like Ryan's Toy Review is still going strong. They still have ads and are still uploading videos. Maybe there are implications in the future, but I'm sure YouTube would not want to lose such big creators from their platform. So they'll definitely come up with a more practical plan to accommodate kids' channels without stopping their revenue. Coppa themselves said that they're in no mood or intention to penalize all YouTubers. They'll just penalize those kinds of YouTubers who make dumb Elsa and Spider-Man videos and put 20 ads on there. So my fellow YouTubers, there is no need to worry. And for the audience, your favorite creators will still make videos. Unless you watch Elsa videos. Yeah, those YouTubers are in trouble.
We know this won't be easy for some creators, and that this required change is going to take some getting used to. but these are important steps to ensure compliance with the law. We're committed to helping you prepare for this transition.
Well, there, guys, that was the Draw My Life of Coppa, the monster. If you love this video, that I know you for sure do, hit that damn like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next episode. Till then, Coppa out.